misty, quiet, magical Sunday morning in Peterborough, Ontario. Wow. And I am planning a little bit of a spiritually nourishing day. You'll see. And it's interesting because when I was walking, I saw some graffiti that said JC loves CB. And for me, JC, Jesus Christ, and CB, my nickname when I was a little girl was Cordy B, because I grew up with the name Courtney. And I don't know, it just gave me this warm feeling, and I started to sing a song. Sitting by the water. I got a Tim Hortons coffee, had to brave the zombies of Tim Hortons. Like, holy moly, the low vibrations there. It was like the zombie apocalypse. Like, just especially a lot of the old men, like just creeping on me. And I really just wish that men would realize that we are all souls, we are all light, and it's important to respect people as such and not to try to suck out their energy, not to overly sexualize them, not to impose upon them, but to learn how to respect them. I will say, however, that my Tim Hortons coffee was worth it. There's a part of me that really loves Tim Hortons, and especially, you know, this summer when I was going through a really dark inside time, even though it was summer, Tim Hortons, my morning walk to go get a coffee and walk by the water was one of the most healing and enlightening things. So I'm really, really grateful. The revival. Find your own light, it's living inside you. Boom, doo 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 doo. Find your own light, it's living inside you. Doo 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 doo. Find your own light, yeah. Find your own light, yeah. Find your own light, and I will reflect and amplify you. That last part just came to me. Wow, okay. I have a feeling that partly why all of this music is coming out is because I have an outlet, the vlogs. So thank vlog for this. Thank God in the form of vlogs, because wow. I really think that's what it is. It's like I have an outlet. I feel like there is a space for it to flow, and now it's just like all this stuff is coming out, and maybe it's just perfect timing as well. But wow, okay, cool. I'm excited to work on that song when I get home. This is a stage where years ago I saw Hanson play, who was one of my favorite bands when I was younger. It was like packed here. It was so much fun. And one more little thing I just want to say is that my comment about the men's energy and stuff, I just want to say that I also recognize that a lot of it is me getting triggered, and my growth edge is really learning to differentiate when it's me being triggered and when it's legitimately just something going on in someone else. Usually it's a combination of both, but I'm doing my best to just be really analytical and observant and not attached to any ideas, but just really open to the bubbling up of what feels like authentic truth. So speaking of which, I am now going to church. So I just had a bath because I got really triggered after having a healing conversation on the phone with a friend, a very dear friend who I adore, who is doing amazing healing work. And it was interesting because she shared some really amazing, really powerful stuff she's healing and working on within herself. And as she was talking, I started to feel emotional and get the sense that it was resonating with something in my subconscious similar to her. And she kind of pointed that out too when I started to unravel and tell my interior experience. And yeah, so we chatted it out and it was great. But in the bath, I started to just, I don't know, I feel like stuff is coming up. And I feel like I'm just going to share this in my videos because I want you to see the real experience. And I mean, only to, like I said, what degree feels safe and right and in my highest good, but I'm going to be courageous to be vulnerable and show you what it is to heal from this kind of trauma from the inside so that perhaps you can help heal yourself or someone you know. But yeah, right now it's like that feeling of there's just a deep resonance. And it's interesting because it's like I can feel what's coming up, but I don't want to acknowledge it. And instead, consciously, I'm like, I want pizza. I want to stuff my face with pizza. And it's so funny because I actually had a little pizza that I had bought, or I'd got at a food bank a couple days ago, and I threw it in the garbage because I was like, too much gluten, there's meat on it, no, I'm not eating this stuff, you know. And then it's funny because now here I am in a position where my inner child is triggered as fuck and she just wants to eat a whole bunch of pizza and I don't have no pizza no mo. So these feelings are coming up. And it's interesting because when I was in Bali in earlier 2017, around the time when deeper memories of this sexual abuse stuff started to emerge, it was actually right after fasting. I had fasted for I think 4 or 5 days, no food, and holy, did I notice the stuff that I had been stuffing down, all of this truth and all of this energy of emotion and my soul. I had just been numbing and numbing and numbing and numbing and numbing, and I feel that instinct to numb right now. Because if I'm to be honest, what's coming up is, and look at my eyes, it's like I don't want to see it. It's and I'm on a path now of really, really just wanting to heal it. And I'm really hoping that in the next couple of weeks, more therapy comes into play. I mean, I do have 2 groups that I go to. I have an art therapy session. I have a main psychotherapist who I can't afford right now, but I'm waiting to see if there's funding for that. And yeah, so there's a little bit of realness. I don't know if I'll include this in the vlog. Maybe I'll include it in the future in a healing documentary, but I feel like right now just bringing in a little bit of healing energy. So I'm gonna flow a little guidance, one card that serves the highest good of me and whatever consciousness is connected to this, if I share it, or even if it's just to my dear soul sister, or even just to different aspects of myself. What guidance serves our highest good in this time? What can help us move through this with ease and grace? Move through this with ease and grace. So this is interesting. Maybe literally moving. May also be the symbolism of the picture, allowing myself to be supported, to be loved, to move the energy with love. 7, I connect that with the divine and luck. So I feel like just continuing to move the energy. It's actually interesting because tomorrow I'm looking at a place that I might move into. I'm just keeping my options open because being here has been very triggering for me, which is fine. But if I do have an option, I would like to shift if possible. So, interesting. Wow, well, moving the energy. I guess that's really the key. It's it's not like I'm doing this by choice. I mean, if anything, I could choose to deny this my whole life and live a stuck, stunted, unhealthy, probably short life. Or I could do what I've been doing, which is to open up, to commit to living my greatest potential and doing the healing work and moving the energy. And it's not always easy, but it does move, and it allows more space for more love, more soul, more freedom, more joy, more power, more wisdom, more strength. And that is worth it. It also allows the energy to move in my life so that as I speak up, as I create changes, even just doing my own healing without even any external thing, I am changing the world. And all of us who are healing, we are changing the world just by our own healing journey. So just know that the energy is moving and this will be worth it.